President Trump's top national security aides are deflecting accusations the president is too soft on Russia. Senators on the Foreign Relations Committee fired off tough questions about last week's Trump-Putin meeting. Today, they are still looking for answers. Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi reports on the testimony. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening, Lauren. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says it's not his place to reveal what Presidents Trump and Putin covered during their nearly 2-hour meeting in Helsinki. He defended the president's right to hold private talks with foreign leaders. Another topic Pompeo was grilled on: North Korea and its controversial nuclear program.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo this month negotiated in North Korea. Now he negotiates with senators.
I'm engaged in a complex negotiation with the North Koreans, and so I don't intend in this public setting to share the details of every conversation that took place in those.
Senators questioned America's top diplomat about President Trump's meeting last month with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un.
So far, they seem to be walking back any commitment.
I don't think it's fair to characterize them walking back from commitments. There have been public reports, and I know the United States is tracking the disassembly of a missile engine test site.
Senators from both parties praised Pompeo for his work on behalf of American pastor Andrew Brunson, who faces terror and spying charges in Turkey.
It is a positive step, and thank you for that.
Shaheen, a Democrat from New Hampshire, visited Pastor Brunson in June. Today, she tells us she wants Turkey held accountable.
And I think it's very important to send that strong message to Turkey. This is a NATO ally. Their relationship is important to us, but they cannot imprison American citizens who are innocent on trumped-up charges.
Republican Senator James Lankford is urging the Trump administration to act and says sanctions will be effective.
I think limiting our interchange between Turkey and the United States is entirely appropriate. So Turkey has basically said, what are we going to get for Pastor Brunson? I think the correct response should be, what you're going to get is sanctions.
Democrats complain that the secretary dodged their questions. Senator Shaheen says she heard nothing substantive from the secretary about what are the next steps in North Korean negotiations. But Senator Lankford tells me the secretary has to be careful and can't give away too much publicly. Lauren?
Well, Secretary Pompeo didn't divulge the content of the Putin-Trump meeting. And I asked the secretary if there will be transcripts. He said no. Will the American public ever find out what was said, even broad outlines?
Well, that's a good question. The only 4 people that know are the 2 translators and then the 2 world leaders. So far, no official summary, which is called a readout here in Washington. No readout has been released, no transcript. And right now, it seems like Secretary Pompeo is saying, hey, this is the right of the president to have these private meetings, and that's a private conversation.
Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi, thank you.